Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about the infamous Tokyo Game Show here, and exactly what we could probably expect or hope to expect with that actually going to be releasing. If you guys are interested in videos like this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy them. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps me out quite a lot. I'm not feeling the best, as you guys can probably hear in my voice, and yeah, this started yesterday, so yay. Once again, we are sick, but alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the video. And I gotta say, Tokyo Game Show, this is going to be a big turning point for at least Persona 5X, and there is a huge reasoning why. This is finally the moment in time where we get to actually most likely see something about P5X at the show here, in which so far nothing has been announced. We haven't heard anything just yet. There has been some rumors going around, but we're not going to classify those as truth just yet until further notice. Now, this game, if we go ahead and look at it for what it is ran by Sega, Atlus, as well as of course Blackwing's helping out as well. And Lord, oh Lord, we haven't really heard much about it. Like, we've seen some sprinkles of JP being announced, and we've seen some sprinkles of Global eventually coming, but there has not been actually anything officially announced that's going to be shown at the Tokyo Game Show. So some things to actually think about here, at least first of all, before we get into that, is what the heck is the Tokyo Game Show? For a lot of you guys who might not just know, this is actually a huge convention where pretty much we get a lot of things regarding at least sometimes different games, sometimes different consoles, stuff like that. Different things will usually be announced at this actual convention, and it's usually a ton of stuff that can be fairly important on pretty much the upcoming of different things here. So why this is important for at least, well, like say P5X, is because since we haven't heard anything on the global side of things really, we need to hear something very soon from at least their perspective. With Sega Atlus showing up at this convention, which has been shown for the actual exhibition list pretty much, or exhibitor list here for it, this immediately lets us know that they gotta show something, right? Or at least Atlus Sega have something to show, which we already know. They have their other game that's going to be coming out, which should it be, I think it was like Metamorphosis Persona, if I'm right, if it was something like that, or I gotta make sure I'm looking. Yeah, I think it was Metamorphosis, and which is already pretty interesting. I'm kind of interested about it. It's one of the few games that I am actually interested about, but it is also one of the few that I'm not truly looking for just yet, just because we're mainly wanting to see, oh, Metaphor, that's what it was. I hadn't remember the name for a second, but ReFantazio should be what it was. And it's one of the games that I'm not truly fully looking forward into just yet, just because one, that is a console game that's not live service, while the one that we do have live service for, you know, we don't hear nothing just yet, and a lot of the global audience need to hear something about that. Well, hopefully for us, we should, and I'm saying should, hear something very, very soon at the Tokyo Game Show, seeing these two companies are actually finally here, and most likely will be giving us the up and up when it does come down to this. Now, this is a huge deal. This could be a very, very huge deal for us, because usually when this does happen, we do know that sometimes we can most likely get a pre-registered thing happening at these huge conventions. We could most likely finally see a full site up, which we don't even actually have the full site up just yet for at least the JP side of this and the global side of this. So there could be a lot of potential here depending on what they decide to show. We of course know they're going to be there. We just don't know if they're going to even talk about P5X whatsoever. So a lot of us got to have our fingers crossed. Now, here's the outcomes of if they do announce this said game, or at least do talk about the game at this actual convention. Usually, most likely what's going to actually happen here is we're most likely going to get the full upload of the actual site, and that is going to be the start of a pre-register, or either is going to be the start of a closed beta test. Now, we have not had a closed beta test for Japan. We haven't had one for at least global yet. So they might end up starting there. If you guys kind of remember exactly how we started with at least this, we had a closed beta test for a while, and then later on we finally had an open beta test, which actually turned into the full-on release. This was started with pretty much CN, then the week after was KR and actual TW's full-on release. It was not an actual like test or anything for KR and TW. It turns out CN was the actual release for it, and then a week later they came out with that. So what we can possibly hope for, if they do announce something at TGS, is most likely we're going to be getting the site actual upload, which is going to have a pre-register, and a closed beta test will most likely be following suit. This is actually something that's worth it, because if they are doing a closed beta test at the TGS, or at least announcing some of it, which they're most likely, if they do announce this at TGS, they most likely are going to have a place where you're able to actually try out the game, see it out, you know, feel it out and see if you really want to play this here. It's going to be a whole good thing for us, because at this point in time, that will allow us to know, hey, they're pushing it out finally. There's going to be most likely a date for this coming out. And there's finally going to be at least a closed beta test that's going to let us know that, hey, this game will be rolling out fairly soon. I would like to predict, at least here, and a lot of you guys, I want to hear your at least opinions on this as well when it does come down to the Tokyo Game Show, is what do you think if they do relieve or at least reveal this game at the Tokyo Game Show? Do you think we're gonna outright have a just site to pre-register and the release date? Are we just straight up getting only a release date for the most part, and just like it comes out maybe the next month, being the JP release? Do you think they're gonna both do JP and global release at the same time like they stated beforehand, or is there other possibilities? This is pretty much all that's been racking in my brain, because TGS literally goes on the 26th of this freaking month. So boy, oh boy, with the game seeing how it is and actually how it's actually been pretty dang successful, we can only hope that they're actually going to be rolling this out fairly quickly to get more success off of this as well. Now, let me know down below in the comment section what you feel about this, how y'all feel about TGS in general. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. I got one more video that I'm gonna record for today. Yes, I am behind because yeah, about 2 of my videos ended up corrupting and I'm actually kind of dicked. So yeah, we do have to re-record a few other videos now, and you might get 2 only today. Only 2 today most likely, and of course a live stream. So look forward to that. But till next time, everybody, peace out and have a nice day.